When I was putting together the first episode of the show, Stephanie was recommended as guest artist. I was immediately struck by the playfulness and the colors in her work. She came on the show, she was great, she brought amazing pieces and we had a good time. Unfortunately, that episode didn't fare too well for reasons that were unrelated to Stephanie. So later asked her to come back on the show so that we could try it again. Only this time she wound up being my guest host. She was awesome, but that wasn't why she came on the show. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to showcase this amazing, multi-talented artist. She's done everything from make prints that make it into magazines and things of that nature to making cakes that wound up with the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. We definitely plan on having her back on the show in the future, but with COVID, who knows when that'll be possible. So in the meantime, in between time, please check out and enjoy these few minutes with Miss Stephanie Grajales.
I do mostly pop art, but I don't really like keep myself inside of a box. I try to kind of like broaden my horizons constantly, like trying to explore new mediums, really like my where I'm uncomfortable and really learn everything that there is to learn in regards to art. So I know I go out and I have stickers. I have a whole bunch of around. I have a weave paste that Rad Falls. We did a collaboration. You might see some of those around the city.
On.
Rad, that he does the Lego character. If I have one here, I don't know if oh yeah, actually I do have this. So this right here is our collab. The sticker says "Let them eat cake," so it's a like a Lego figure, made to look like me because I used hair. It just says "Let them eat cake," but you see these around the city too. And I just started putting out. Actually, this one is the one I just started putting out. So that's my first one too. She's a bandit, and she's got like the sexy lip and these piercing eyes. And I don't know. In the subway since
Right.
I started. So I put them up wherever I go, neighborhood, in the city, in Chelsea, by galleries, like wherever, and they're all over the place. There's some on like First Avenue. There's Highline. I have some up. I have a family. Trying not to expose them to anything, God forbid, serious. So right now, I'm laid off from work, but people do call me. I don't know. I just boring me for. I'm really good at. Like I do sculptural work. My sister's also a pastry artist as well, so she takes on a lot of the work. But we collaborate and we do cakes together. But yeah, everybody knows me as a cake. I mean, for me, I mean, right now that I'm not working, my art is a supplementary income. It kind of makes ends meet. For me, it was never really about money. Why I had fallen into really depression, and I just picked up a brush. I remember painting my first piece, which was terrible at the time. I took a piece of wood that I found, and I painted this piece called the Hood Medusa. Still have that piece like thrown in the back somewhere because for me it was like her eyes were far apart. Like I thought it was just so weird. I never really completely finished it, but the idea behind it at the time was I was going through a really hard time, with depression and anxiety. And I just started to paint this thing, and I was cutting out. I beat through a whole bunch of magazines on the floor, and I'm like in this daze, and I'm cutting out papers. And her hair turned into expression of how I felt. I live in the so-called hood. I grew up in the hood. I've been here through it all, and like that first piece was just a representation of everything in my mind that made me feel that in depression. So in her, like each snake was actually a piece of paper intertwined. They said like, oh, I have to look, I have to stay fit. And these were clippings from beauty magazines. And I really want to, but with the skill set that I have now.
Right.
I mean, I actually am working on a Medusa, but I stopped. Let me see if I could get her out. I stopped her for a bit. I'm gonna put glow in the dark into her eyes. But yeah, I have a thing with Medusa because of that first piece. So one day I'll replicate. For me, it's never been going back to like it being about money, for me it was never about that. That's just a plus. I love to make people happy in my nature, and I love the satisfaction when somebody is genuinely touched by my work, because I'm just like, wow, I did that with these ghost hands. Like, I can't even believe I things that I made. Mine up here. This one is mine. I don't know. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, no.
So I've actually have some pieces removed from the wall, but there's a lot of stuff. I have more artwork.
Hope you enjoyed that short clip from Stephanie. Please be sure to check out the next episode of Purgatory Perceptions this Friday the 8th at 5 p.m.
Thank you for bringing that drink, for bringing our customers. You always bring the vibe.